Bars in the Garage is the only place you'll hear exclusives.
Yeah,
And only here at Bars in the Garage, yo.
Bars in the Garage, Diddy. Yo, you already know what it is, man. It's another episode of Bars in the Garage. It's your boy, Lele Gigi, the gorgeous gangster himself, man. Blockwork General. And I'm here with SK the G, Polo Ground Mask, man. Talk to him. Let him know who we got in the building.
Yeah, man. We got the one and only Bundles. So Crooked Bundles in the building,
yes, sir.
man. If y'all don't know him, y'all gonna get to know him this episode.
Yes, sir, man.
Right,
Bundles,
man.
man. So Crooked Mafia. Let's go.
Let them know, man. Let the people know what you got, who you are, and what you do.
You already know my name, Bundles. Like I said, man. So Crooked Mafia. You know what I'm saying? On-beat battle rap journalist, league owner, crew runner, whatever you want to call it. When on beat, I'm that, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my brother, Mass. You know what I mean? We're going to get down to the history today.
Yeah,
Shout out
man.
to Bundles, man. We got a lot of history. We're gonna get to the nitty gritty.
For sure.
Bullshit going on.
For those of you who don't know, Polo Ground Mask, Bundles, and doing this on the beat battle rap shit
For a minute.
for a long time now, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So my question would be, seeing how you started with the Cypher City and on the battle on the beat, what made you decide to transfer over and start your own little league? Your own, well, no, I mean, I call it little, disrespectful shit like that.
Nah. It's
Your
all
own
good, bro.
league.
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying? Your own battle league, what I meant to say. Your own
For
battle.
me, you know, first and foremost, I got to give a shout out to my man, Joe Dirt. My first ever on-beat battle rap event, I was going to support my brother Joe Dirt on Mass platform, Cypher City Battle on the Beat.
Shout out Joe Dirt.
And when I went, it was exciting. It was something I never been a part of, nothing I seen. I was excited, you know what I mean? And then from there, like I said, salute to Joe Dirt. Joe Dirt introduced me to Mass. And he was like, yo, Bundles, I ain't going to be doing this for too much longer, but I know how you give it up and what you could bring to the table. Link with my brother Mass. And it's been up ever since. Mass been in my corner, holding me down, giving me a little insight, making sure, you know, I don't crash out and shit like that, you know what I mean? But he definitely been in my corner, keeping me right when it comes to this on-beat shit.
The camp is strong. I've watched a few battles.
Man.
I've watched a few battles. The camp is strong. You also got some shit that I like. I be watching ever since I got put on. I think I was after I followed you, and I watched I think one of your lives, and I'm like, oh, I liked it. It was the ball breakdown.
Ball breakdown,
I'm
yeah.
like, yo, this is tough right here. How you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah. And I started watching it on YouTube, and I'm like,
The ball breakdown that came basically, you know, like I always say, I'm a fan of on-beat battle rap. I don't rap, you know what I mean? So I'm a fan first, and that's just like little things you talk about when you watching the battles at home with your boys. Who won, who lost, who you think, what little wordplay they use and shit like that. So I just say, you know what? Why not make it a show and involve the culture, involve everybody involved? Because at the end of every episode, it's not just up to me to vote on who won. Right. You know what I'm saying? I read the comments and we take tallies at the end of the show, so the people choose.
Yeah. I remember watching one of those and you was doing that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Now you definitely put with that platform, just the media joint. You put another scope on the actual culture, because it's not a lot of lenses on the culture. Especially on beat, not the actual battle culture, but on beat battle culture, he definitely put another lens on the culture, and you know he for the people who wasn't getting no coverage or getting no looks, that's one way, you know what I mean, that motherfuckers will know about you through that little single media platform right there, you know what I mean. So again, shout Bundles out, because y'all motherfuckers think he don't care, and that's part of caring. Just taking his time out to say, yo, I'm going to do this battle, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
And
shout
even
out
I
Bundles.
also say, when I be watching, I be like, yo, he also putting people on to other platforms.
Facts.
Other than his.
Facts.
It's not like, yo, I mean, hold on to these, you know what I'm saying? And hide they talent, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he putting them out there like, we going to.
Yeah, there's certain artists.
We so crooked, we going to go
There's certain artists that
I mean,
that I break their balls down that, you know, people may not necessarily know who they were at that in particular moment, and now they be like, yo, who that? I might want to book them and things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all a little secret. Some of Bundle's favorite artists is from another platform.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So he, you know, that for that saying right there, like, you know, he don't just care about So Crooked. And I'm gonna mention a nigga name, Mason.
Mason, that's my guy, man. I fuck with Mason,
so,
yo.
Just mention
fuck
Mason.
with
Like,
Mason,
you fuck
man.
with Mason so hard, you would think he's so crooked the way he go to bat for a nigga that's from another platform. So you can't. If Mason's on the card, Bundle's gonna say Mason wins. Give a fuck who he's battling.
Yeah, I like Mason so much. I booked him on my last card, man. Shout out to Bridgeport, Connecticut, man. We just had a card out there, you know what I mean? And it was a great experience. He went against another one of my guys live, and Mason went at it, you know what I mean? They did their thing. I felt it was a classic. It definitely had a lot of replay value and things like that. So those are two guys, like Master said, you know, Mason being one of the guys that I feel like you said, is one of my top guys that I like to see battling. And then you also got somebody like Live. When I first heard Live, I told him, I said, yo, bro, like, I'm going to shine some light on you, bro. I'm going to give you some opportunities. So then when me and Maz did the Harlem Havoc, it was a no-brainer. We put that together. He went against S-Drop. Him and S-Drop put on. You know what I mean? It was a great battle, great energy. And we just been moving ever since, man. You know what I'm saying?
I seen live battle at Mask event. But I had to go back and watch some of his other battles to actually like be like, oh, all right. The first battle, like, you know, first impression type shit, I wasn't impressed. But when I went back and watched other battles, I was like, I see why. You know what I mean?
I remember too.
Like,
it's like,
man, why he didn't come with that energy
live
after? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, he has some energy in this last
One thing I
song,
learned from Mass, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna hear me saying that a lot too, cause I fuck with Mass. I don't hate. You know what I'm saying? I show love. I don't mind giving my man his flowers. You know what I mean? So Mass definitely told me, you know, like, especially when it comes to rookies and things like that, don't expect to see the grand finale at the beginning. You want to see the build-up. You want to see the growth. You want to see where they came from one place and now they here. Right. Salute to my brother Sayonara. He's a prime example of that. You know what I'm saying? People was like kind of like, I don't want to say disrespecting his cadence, but niggas was questioning his cadence when he first came into the game and things like that. And he fought through that, and now he's quote unquote one of the faces of Cypress City Battle on the Beat. So that's what I mean by seeing somebody come from a certain spot, and when they elevate and get to the next spot.
Yeah, we had him on here. We spoke about that too. One of his battles. You know what I mean? Well, a couple of his battles actually.
Yeah, I like fucking with everybody at the beginning, man. Shout out to Maury Hayes. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually one of the first people that gave Maury Hayes an interview based on beat battle rap. If you go back and in the archives of So Crooked TV, you're gonna see that interview with I actually pulled up the Maury Hayes block to the gates. You know what I mean? Interviewed him over there and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that was a rarity right
that's
there.
Great. And
that was crazy.
That's crazy because my first interview for Bars and Garage was Maury Hayes back in 2020. Remember? It was you, Maury Hayes, and my cousin.
Shout out Maury Hayes.
Shout out to Maury Hayes, man. Definitely.
He always showing love.
New Bronx, man. You know what I mean?
Word, man. So, what are some of the things that keep you going in this industry?
I want to say,
because my pet peeve with the battle rap on the beat battle rap is they not on beat.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maz says it's a battle. I feel like an on beat battle rap is like both of them making two diss tracks against each other. I feel from what I've watched, from where I've come to see the show myself, I see the acapella style with just a beat is just noise for me now.
Okay.
They not on the beat. So now I got to pay attention to what they're saying more than if it was like, I mean.
Well, I'll be the first to say that on beat battle rap is harder than acapella. And the reason why I say that is that, you know, there's no time for you to pause your balls and let the crowd react. One slip up can be fatal, because it's not just you just rapping against your opponent. You got to keep up with the beat. You got to rap over the crowd reaction.
Right.
You got to maintain your composure, things like that, because running it back on beat is like kind of like a death sentence. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the beat gonna keep going. The beat don't stop because you did.
Right. That was my point. All right.
You know what I mean? That's just my perception of it. I think that on beat battle rap is way harder to do, because like,
Yeah, for sure. Who we had here? Corner Rebel. And he said he started on the acapella scene. So for him transferring to was a little harder than trying to.
oh, there's a bunch of artists. There's artists on camera that said it before it cut. Like, yo, this shit was hard as hell.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And yo, I still believe that it's dudes who still can't get it right, that still try to do on beat, but you can't. Like, you have to come from that. That's the same way a on beat dude can't go to acapella, and it don't transpire
same energy,
to the same energy as everybody else. So I feel like you have to come from that. You feel me? Like, prime example, when them URL dudes they come on beat,
They die every time.
Yeah, I seen that fight.
You know what I'm saying? I know my brother in the mask like to be politically correct. 'Cause, you know, he's still I'm a business owner too, but sometimes I don't give a fuck. They get bodied every time they come over here.
Yeah. I gotta watch what I say, because
he's definitely extra.
I be outside, and I didn't. Y'all don't understand, bro. I really be outside, right? I be moving and grooving, right? So I be forgetting that I was on live. I be forgetting that I'm part of the bars in the garage, because I'm outside. Like, you know what I mean? Nigga be like, yo, I ain't like how you, like, yo, my man, if you don't get the fuck away from my car.
But see, that's the thing, though. It's
oh, my man, I went to say what up to you, and you bringing up.
But that's the messed up part about
an
battle
event.
rap.
You feel what I'm
Because
saying?
if me and you is critiquing the art, it should just be that.
Yeah.
But then when you got cats that get in their feelings and start taking shit personal, that's one thing about my show, man, when it comes to on-beat battle rap. I talk about the rap. I talk about your rap, your cadence, how you deliver the bars, all that. I'm not coming at you personally as a man or a woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes people get so
It's the art.
caught in their feelings that they want to take it personal.
Take it personal.
Like, yo, motherfucker.
And make it go somewhere it don't
Yo,
have
these
to go.
dudes, I tell you all day, yeah, I can take constructive criticism. No, you can't. You just saying it because it sound good. You can't, because if I tell you what I really want to tell you, it may fuck you up.
Then I'm a hater.
Then I'm a hater.
Then you a hater.
Then it's, oh, you only fuck with niggas on your league. So I just, you know what, go to the comments, let the people decide, because I didn't put the platform together for y'all to ask me who's nice, nigga.
Right.
The world's supposed to tell
people,
you.
Yeah, the people.
So stop asking me, man.
All right, there's no judges here.
And I'm a firm believer, the loser know he lost in the building. I don't know who the fuck it is, but
it's amazing how people come at Mass.
You just know.
They know.
It's amazing how people come at Mass about that, and Mass never tells you who win or lost on his league ever. He won't even tell me in private conversation.
Never.
So when people say, look, that's what I mean by, like, people just take their own perception of the shit and run with it. How you gonna come at a man like Mass that never tells anybody whether they won or lost, ever? Like, make it make sense.
Fact.
I mean, I be telling him, man. I be like, yo, that was.
And the only time I may do it, if I see a motherfucker acting like he that nigga. Like, bro, you just lost your last 4 battles. Cut it out. You fucking lost to a raccoon.
Right.
Nigga,
Right.
Put a raccoon in the ring, nigga, beat him. You feel me? But yeah, I try to stay out of that, man, because this is the only culture that's emotional. Like the hip hop, them niggas don't give a fuck if you like they shit or not, because they got fans.
Right.
But the battle world, they want everybody to pick them. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you can't pick the other person. Pick me, because
Right.
I said this and I said that, and another thing with the on beat, them punchlines don't resonate all the time, because you rapping so fast that Nam may not have heard it if he looked in his phone to get a text.
It's a fact.
You dig what I'm saying? And with the offbeat, like Bundles was saying, you get to wait and get everybody attention. Oh, fuck you. And then there's a pause. Oh, he said fuck you.
Bring it back.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, so it's really Sometimes it's
Yeah, 'cause it's
lopsided.
gonna be hard as hell to catch that beat
sometimes
again.
it could be lopsided on beat because they up against a lot. They up against you have to do your 3 minutes. Your shit better be fire, and you understand what I'm saying.
Better
You gotta
not
move the
choke.
crowd.
Right.
You gotta off beat. They don't have to do that much.
Absolutely.
The crowd is
Absolutely.
waiting for them to rap.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
And
So
then
on
what you
beat,
saying?
it
What
ain't
you
enough time
saying?
for that, like,
Pause.
got
What you
2.5
saying? Might be
minutes.
crazy. Yeah.
You gotta hurry up because this nigga gotta rap. You know, so it's a little different.
It could be something as small as like when you rapping, depending on the type of beat that you using. If you slip or if you mess up, that throws the whole rhyme off. Now whatever you saying, if it's not lining up with the beat like how you wrote it, it's gonna sound crazy.
Yeah, I've been to events where it was two good ass artists, but the beat was fucking trash. Like, oh, I don't even hear this shit. Real shit. Like, I think the beat is everything, and on beat battle rap.
Yeah.
Word.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Quick question.
What's up?
What was the obstacles getting where you at right now? Like, let people know.
One of the obstacles was trying to be a businessman in a street orientated atmosphere. And what I mean by that is, like I said before, like I'm from Castle Hill, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Seward Avenue, 2025 Seward Avenue. Shout out to all my Seward Avenue niggas. When I came into the game, I tried to come in there with a business savvy mindset, you know, more calm demeanor, you know what I mean? Trying to just strictly be about business and helping. You know what I mean? That's one thing I always tell everybody, like I'm not here to take, I'm here to add on, I'm here to help.
All right.
And when you come with a polite demeanor, or you not like a rah-rah person like that, you know what I'm saying?
Some people take that
right.
the wrong way.
Definitely.
6'3", 300 pounds. I'm
Take
coming in there.
humbleness for
I'm
softness.
I'm soft spoken, coming in there humble. Niggas want to play with you. So for a long time, I endured that, and I understood, and I took that pause if necessary for the youngers out there. I took that and said, you know what? I'm not gonna let that define me and something like that. But at the end of the day, I'm a man. You know what I mean? So me and Matt talked about this before. Like I done had my crash out moments where it was like I went against everything that I said I wasn't gonna do, and I did it. But I learned from it. So if that's probably like my biggest obstacle was dealing with that. Everything else was more strategic. Like I kind of like playing my moves out and everything and make sure everything fall in line correctly and stuff like that.
But yo, now that you said that, that's a lot of information I give not only to you, to a lot of the dudes I fuck with their own platforms. It's like, bro, I know y'all emotional. I know this is your baby. I know that you know what I mean, that you putting this shit on your back, but you're not an artist. There's a lot of this shit WWE. These niggas and then the platform owners don't even know. These dudes be seeing each other, be all love and shit. So where that put you at? Where you just argue with a nigga that he really fuck with in real life. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like sometimes just let them niggas, you the boss. Don't argue with the help. You know what I'm saying? Don't and as short as that, like, yo, bro, you arguing with the help. You're like, oh shit, yeah, you right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You don't even know how much these dudes look up to. They might talk shit, but they look up to you more than they despise you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like you want to keep that ongoing more than anything else. So
I think
I
that's
got a
because
question.
I came in the culture late. Like let's just call it what it is. Like I came in the culture late. Like the culture was already booming. You know what I mean? They had years of on beat stuff going on before I came along. And like I said, like pause the next year, I got bit by the bug when I came in there with my man Joe Dirt. Now, did I know that I was gonna get as much backlash as I did once I started making moves? Nah, I didn't know that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, 7 years later, I'm still here and I'm still strong. And it's like, I feel like I got to that point where no matter what you say, it ain't nothing that you're going to say to move me because I'm here. I'm part of the culture now. When you think of on-beat battle rap, you got to throw me in there. You can't deny it.
yo, I believe the podcast got haters. We niggas feel like we late. This niggas they've been in him and my man RIP. They've been in the culture before. They put me on to the culture. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like block work, we come from block work. That was a street thing. But they was already doing production. My OGs.
Right.
Am I lying?
My son Dice.
They was already studios in the crib, Donnie Durag on the beat.
E
bread on the beat. Like these dudes, I come from under grinding.
Yeah,
Right,
the Bing,
right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
the Bing, no belts, no laces with K Slade.
people don't understand like the culture
2000.
been and the bars in the garage.
As far as like the music culture goes, I've been in shit 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
As far as concerts, behind the stage, interviews.
My first big show
1061,
was with them.
You know what I'm saying?
Fred the God, Goods. Am I lying?
Yeah.
My first real big
you
show
and Ike.
was with my mans and them. And mind you, if you don't put that story out there, it'll look like, oh, y'all coming in late and y'all biting.
But is it coming in late or are you adding? See, that's the thing. It's like I don't look at it as a person trying to see. A negative person looks at it from that angle. I'm looking at it from an angle like he's adding. This is my first interview, technically.
Mm-hmm.
I've been giving interviews for so long that I forgot I could talk my shit too.
Fact.
You know what I mean?
Fact.
So, for all y'all platforms or whatever that think he late, well, guess what? He first one that got me here.
Fact. No, he's been in the game as a young nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Watching
So why would you
from
say
the OGs.
that the nigga being late, say he adding to the culture?
No,
He's
but that's
helping
what
preserve
I
it.
was getting at. Like even for you saying that you came late. No, you've been a part of the culture. You just didn't have a platform. You've been here. You done rub elbows with the best of them.
I tell them.
You
people
could
that
get
too,
interviews that a lot of these podcasters can't. You just name some names off camera that these niggas can't get them walk through their doors.
Right.
And they got a story to tell. Same thing with Lay. He's been in the game so long. I don't think people know how long he's been in the game around. He's been in a real radio station. This shit is nothing. He's been around real mechanics, real pushing real buttons. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm saying is for the outside looking in, they may say, yo, motherfuckers, yeah, they biting. They just took, no, nigga, we are the culture. We've been been here.
It's like pretty much what you did. Like you said, you got bit by the bug. Same shit happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And then what pushed me to go like pretty much create my own platform was when my mentor passed. You know what I'm saying? So it was like something he really wanted to do together. So I was like, all right, now I really got to do it and push it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me do it. Like it was. I've always been for the independent artists. Like for me, some of the best music come from there, especially since R&B died.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but recently I'm getting into the battle shit. Well, I was already. My man put me onto the regular URL shit, but then when I found out that Scooby had the Cypher City Battle on the Beat shit, I got my cousin connected with him and shit. And that's another thing. He came in the same time. You said Young L, which is on your platform as well, right?
Right.
And
if y'all don't remember, they was on the not to cut you off, late, so I could keep remember. L and his cousin was on the same. It was like a proving ground card. Remember when L battled son from Philly?
Right.
His cousin battled his best friend.
Oh, that was the other battle that went down? Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I was in the building for that.
Yeah,
I was in the building for that. That's a fact.
His cousin battled his man, basically. We put them up against each other because they both, his cousin and his cousin friend wanted to both get on the platform. Like, all right, battle each other. Let's see who the battle.
And it's funny that you said Young L as far as like, you know, when it comes to my platform, but we got to give credit where credit is due that me and Young L are descendants of Cypher on the City Battle on the Beat. We met there. We started our business venture there. You know what I mean? It's at the end of the day when you get to the history of quote unquote Young L, So Crooked, and bundles and things like that, it starts at Cypher City.
Shout out to Young L, man.
Yeah, I know. I forgot I was watching one of your lives too. It was a little while back, and it was talking about how Young L earned his spot where he's at and where the position that he's in.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he definitely. Young L been with me since the beginning, basically.
Yo, anybody?
Because me personally, I wanted to know before you.
Anybody that no one wanted to give a shot to, and they got their shot, and they made what they earned that shit, man. L was one of them. Nobody wanted to give him a shot, man. Bundles, nobody wanted to give him a fucking shot. You understand what I'm saying? And there's a lot of others. that we not gonna talk about today. But nobody wanted to give them their shot, and look at them now. You feel what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, a lot of hard work and dedication, man. But
And your cousin too. Your cousin was there since the beginning. You feel what I'm saying? He took a hiatus, but he's part of Young L draft. So when him and Fat Mark like, who am I? I mean, who are you? He like, nigga, I was on Young L draft. Nigga, I've been around. You know, shout out to Fat Mark. So yeah. So but moving forward, like that's what anybody. A lot of these dudes have a story that's surrounded the culture, and until they tell it or get on them stages and show it, you think they nobodies. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's usually how I go in the culture, yeah.
Wow. And look at L now. That nigga's a monster. Shout out to Young L, So Crooked.
So tell us what you got coming up? Any projects? Any events?
We got an alter ego card that we're working on right now. That's gonna be dropping real soon with strictly with the gang and maybe like one or two others. But
Can you break that down? What's your alter ego?
Basically, artists are gonna be battling themselves.
Fire.
You know what I mean? We gonna have like the special effects, camera shit and all that, so you can battle yourself and things like that. So that's gonna be dropping in the real soon. Then we also got Night of the Living Freestyles 2, the mixtape coming out soon. You know what I'm saying? If you don't got part 1, go get that. It's on SoundCloud right now. You could listen to it for free. You ain't got to pay nothing.
I'm going to check that out.
That shit been bumping for like 4 years. Causing trouble.
That's a fact.
That shit still causing trouble right now. Like.
And then in September, we double. I'm doubling back with my brother right here. You know what I'm saying? Team Maz versus Team Bundles, Harlem Havoc 2.
Okay,
You know what I mean? We gonna run it back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, those are things that we got coming up in the near future. And we gonna make sure that everything right for this one, man. You know what I'm saying?
I mean the clothing, because you got clothing as well.
Yeah, man. So Crooked clothing. You see the hat. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely.
Got the hoodies, got the shirts.
It's funny because we talking so much about battle rap and things like that I didn't even go into that. That's So Crooked. Let me break down So Crooked before we even go to the clothing. Anybody that's familiar with the circuit world, like motorcycle clubs and things like that, I was the president of an auto club called Crooked Fellas. The reason why I say was because we got a new president now because I'm getting older, I got a family.
Right.
And, that was more so in my 20s and running around like that. But, yeah, I am a member of Crooked Fellas AC. I was a former president. Hence the name So Crooked is because I made that clothing line in essence of my crew. You know what I mean? So one day we was at an event and my crew colors is teal, blue, silver, and black. So I was the type of person that go above and beyond when I rep something. Like I had teal, blue rims on my car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The whole 9 yards.
Right. So one day, some girl had seen me in a party, and I had the teal blue on and the silver. She was like, "Yo, you always wearing blue, like you a Crip or something?" And my response to her, I was like, "Nah, I stay so crooked down to the socks." And when I said that, my partner that was with me was like, "Yo, So Crooked, that shit fly." Matter of fact, funny thing, I went to Lids. I went to Lids the following week because I was going to another party. I went to Lids and bought a sweater. And had them knit So Crooked on the sweater. I still have the original So Crooked hoodie hanging in my closet. I'm saying I was definitely like 100 pounds lighter back then, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I wore that to a party. My crew loved it. They was like, "Yo, So Crooked, that's fly, this, that, third." And then somebody came out of no mind. I made it for me personally. Somebody came to me and was like, "Yo, I like that shit. Yo, where can I get it from?" Being a hustler, I told them, "Hey, yo, they're gonna be online next week." I didn't have no website, nothing. I just told him it's going to be online next week. I linked up with the president. Shout out to Black. Me and Black put some money up. We went to, excuse me for not remember the spot we went to, but we went somewhere and had like 150 shirts pressed up. We sold out at 150 shirts in 2 days. You know what I mean? And then it's been up from since then.
I ain't gonna hold you. That would have made me start a clothes line too.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Salute to the circuit for supporting, man. Y'all know if y'all still got them shirts, the original ones, man. Salute the y'all, man.
Word, man. Shout out to everybody out there. Give a big blessing. Shout out to you for blessing us.
That's
I
a fact.
mean,
Yeah, man. So crooked. It's not a phrase lifestyle, man.
Yeah, you know how that shit go, man. But you know, at the end
Yo,
of the day,
and I want to shout y'all out because that, you know, anybody else would be like, yo, he stole. He ain't steal nobody. All those artists organically went that way, man.
no,
You know what I'm
listen.
saying?
Let's talk about it. Like that was one thing that I really wanted to come up here and talk about with the whole stealing artist thing, because people got to understand this. In order for me to steal an artist, I got to take them from you.
right.
Every artist that's on my platform, they still battle for Mass. They still battle for Verbal. They still battle for K-Sharp. They just came together under me as a collective for one, marketing. You know what I mean? They branded my clothing. So Crooked as the crew wasn't even originally supposed to be a crew. It was just supposed to be artists wearing my clothing, and I look out for them, whether it be money or incentives, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Salute to my brother Finale. He was the original person that was the very first person to ever wear So Crooked on camera was Finale. You know what I mean? Shout out to Finale. And from there, Fatal Cash Flow, Young L, Sam Sos, all these different dudes started fucking with me as far as the clothes for their battles and things like that. Because, you know, niggas was coming to battles with regular white tees on. I was throwing I throw your name on the back of the shirt, all types of shit. And then, excuse me for cursing.
Nah,
I'm sorry.
you good, bro. It's no kids.
And then it turned into a crew out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even plan for it to really be a crew. It was just guys that's repping my clothes. And then it turned into a crew. And then from there, like, for me, it's like, if you with me, there ain't nothing I ain't gonna do for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't care what it is, whether it be you need to go out of town and you may not have the ends. I got you. I'm gonna make sure you get there, or you want to start another opportunity and doing something, and you may not have the resources to do so, and I do. I bet let's do it. That's how I've always been. So when it turned into a crew, I think that's when it started rubbing people the wrong way. Because at the beginning, when it was just clothes, like I should tell you, I was giving away clothes for free. I was pulling up to the event, throwing clothes in the crowd, shorts, hats, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Cut this off, my fault. But once it turned into a crew, I think that's when the real issue started to happen, as far as like people hating or people having something to say and things like that. But now that I'm older, that was a couple of years back, I can honestly say that maybe some of them didn't understand what I was doing. You know what I mean? Me and Matt had these conversations before where there was certain niggas in my crew that was a part of my crew then, they not now, but there was a part of my crew then that was having little discrepancies with different platforms. And because I want to say I was financially set, they was like, yo, Bundle, yo, start a league. And at first I was telling them, like, nah, bro, like, I got relationships with these different leagues and things like that. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful, especially if I ain't have a conversation with them individuals first.
Right.
So for a long time, I suppressed the whole starting the league thing. But then after, like, my league is a year and a half, maybe going on 2 years old right now. And one of the first people I called before I started the league was Mass. You know what I mean? I even spoke to Mass with the certain individuals that, let's just call it what it is, that was doing the backdoor shit, trying to get me to go against him. Me and him had conversations about that. There's never been a time in On Beat or just knowing Mass where it seemed like people was always trying to pin me and him against each other. I don't know why, you know what I mean? But it always seemed like that with the little slick talks and things like that. You know what I mean?
Like they didn't know behind the scenes we would talk frequently, and he had my blessings because I'm telling him now I'm rooting for him. Like, yeah, go ahead.
That's the era we come from. We come from an era of support and shit.
Because look,
But look at us now.
My thing is this: he
Years
can start
later,
a league,
still doing
and
the
I
thing.
still his artist still gonna perform on my platform. then that shit ain't, bro. Shit, everybody start a league. I don't give a fuck. As long as these motherfuckers still gonna say, yeah, I'm a battle your shit. I don't give a fuck who start a league.
Every event I've ever been to, you know, like I said, every event I've ever been to, I understand the aura that I bring. Let me put it like that. I understand the aura I bring. A lot of artists, they see me in the building. Pause if necessary. Like I said, I'm 6'2", 6'2", 300 pounds. I like to come in there a little flashy, you know what I'm saying? Might catch me in a fur, might catch me in this, I might pull up. Like I like to do extravagant shit. And
Ain't no wrong with
that artists gravitate to that. I could show you DMs right now from half of the on-beat world that want to be so crooked. But then when I tell them the criteria of what it takes to be so crooked, now it's like, oh, fuck so crooked.
But look where you at now, man.
Yeah, most definitely, bro.
You got the motherfucking Alter Ego, right?
Yes, Alter Ego, man. Alter Ego dropping soon.
Dropping. You got the, what's the other two you got?
I got the Alter Ego. Then we got the Night of Living Freestyles 2 that's dropping. And then in September, we doing Harlem Havoc 2, Team Mass vs. Team Bundles. No bullshit this time either.
So, yeah, man.
So, when people say that you still an artist, do they understand that you never asked none of the artists to be there? The artist asked you.
Facts. Well, as far as everybody besides Young L, you know what I'm saying? I actually asked Young L to be So Crooked. But yeah, most of the artists, they hit me up and say, how can they be part of So Crooked and things like that? And I tell them what my criteria is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people make crews with people that they cool with or just they team or whatever, but I actually take my time to listen to the artists and analyze what they have done and what they can do.
All right.
You know what I mean? And then that's how I make my decision. Also, now that I got a collective of a crew, we have like a round table conversation for people that want to be so crooked. And if it's not unanimous, we're not picking you up.
All right. So, yeah, okay, I was going to ask that, like, all right. Like, how y'all go about the battles? Like, is there, like, rules to the
Like
battles?
criteria, right?
Is there, like, rules to the battle? Like, when someone battles, like, because...
the energy... How you captivate the crowd. I mean, shoot, you could look at my lineup and it'll tell you right off top that, like Matt said earlier, I got damn near most of the elite ones. Like you got Young L, Pyro Tracks, the Boy Bug, Cash Bills, Legend. You know what I'm saying? OG Burner, King of the South. You know what I'm saying? Even though he just came off for loss at my brother's platform, but still, he's still one of them. People respect his pen. Everybody that's on So Crooked, no matter how you slice it, we understand that when niggas is going against each other, they're going to say the most degrading shit. But one thing that nobody has ever said about So Crooked artists is that they pen is not elite.
And how do you with a whole lineup of talent like that, like how you keep everybody at bay and not feeling like he or she needs to be, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's my
you got 7, 8 good artists where they all could go headline somewhere, and you got all of them on one lineup. It's like I know testosterone and
most definitely
and that GOAT mentality starts kicking in, but
I think for
do
me,
do it go overboard, or do they all have a relationship with each other to know who's who?
I mean, every now and then it get chippy, but I think that for me, it goes back to what you said earlier about my humbleness, is that I have an overly abundance of being humble. So I kind of take on everybody's ego, because if I had one plus theirs, it'd be chaos. You know what I mean? So when they get into their ego bag and things like that, I'm the helper. I'm the person that's going to kind of feed whatever it is that you feel that you need to get you prepared for the battle. I'm going to hold the water. Mind you, it's my platform. I own the platform.
Right.
I'm going to hold your water. I'm going to hold your jacket. If you walk in the building and you trying to recite your rhymes and you tell me like, your bundles, I don't want to be bothered with nobody, I'm going to make sure nobody talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know gangster shit, but like, he ain't
focus,
you know what I'm saying? I do all the little things that an artist would necessarily have to do for themselves to keep you as comfortable as possible before you get ready to battle. So to answer your question, is this everybody ego is out the window when it comes to battle rap, whether you whack or you the nicest. There's no avoiding that. Everybody got an ego in this shit. I just feel like I take on the bullshit of your ego so you could be at your most comfortable.
And what about when things go left? Like the situation recently, well, I got put on to recently, which happened a year ago, but it's being brought up again.
Man, we talk about it, let's talk about it.
Fights happen, you know what I'm saying? Is this the first situation where something like this happened, or have you dealt with a situation like this before?
To this magnitude, no. But I have dealt with other little things before, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there was times where, like I said, people didn't like So Crooked. Like, people didn't really feel So Crooked, so there would be little slick things that people would be saying and things like that. We went through it with a crew called Privy Life. During the pandemic, we went through it with them on beat, you know what I'm saying? We had battles, we shot videos, we dropped records, all that, you know what I mean? We went through that with them. I've gone through it with a host before. I'm just on some, like, I'm 100% about my team, and if you violate my team, it's like violating me.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So the situation went left. Son sucker punched.
And ran out the building.
Ran out the back because he said they told him the back door was there. So he took the back
to the front.
And ended up in the front.
Back to the front.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about, see, now, this is where I'm going to take accountability for something. We had a face-off earlier that week, virtual face-off, and they was talking spicy to each other. And when they was talking spicy to each other, I ain't thinking nothing of it, because in face-off, that's how it usually get. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not thinking nothing of it. You know what I'm saying? I spoke to both gentlemen after the face-off. You know what I'm saying? And asked them, was everything straight? And they both gave me their word that everything was straight. All right, cool. So now we get to the event. I should have known something was off, because it was early in September, so it's damn near still summertime, and this motherfucker had on a ski mask. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, respectfully, he never really posed a threat to me, so I ain't thinking nothing of it. You know what I mean? So they get inside. Mind you, they wasn't, there was a second battle? There was like the second battle, right? Because the battle had already went down.
Yeah, it was a battle that already went down.
Right. So they was in the building for a little minute with each other. You know what I mean? It's not like they one popped up right before they battled. They was in the building.
And the way the venue was set up was, you had to see everybody, Lay. You had to walk past everybody to get to wherever little faction of people that you were fucking with. You had to walk in and everybody see you. It was one of those venues.
So he was around for a minute. Now I don't know if his ego was hurt from the face off, or because, let's be clear, when he rapped, he didn't finish his round. He slipped up at the end. You know what I mean? I got the whole battle. Right here, got the whole battle. He slipped at the end of his round. You know what I mean? He probably felt something. He probably wanted the landslide win. Right. Gutter Flea got in his bag, and once he started getting in his bag, now I will say this, because I wouldn't be a real nigga if I left this out. Rocky did say at one point not to touch him. Now, my only argument with that would be is that I could show you a couple of different battles where people have battled Rocky and touched him, and he didn't do anything. All right. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, right, so I'm thinking that's just part of their energy. Gutter Flea is on many different battles where he's touched people with that same gun, like he does like this gun ball, and like press it against your chest. He's done that to almost every person he's battled. To be honest with you, he had a battle with your brother. Mm-hmm. They cool. He damn near spun my boy around. And mind you, he part of my team, but it's all love at the end of the day. Even though Gutter Flea that's his name, Gutter Flea. Even though Gutter Flea is not technically So Crooked, that's somebody that I rock with. That's somebody that I build with. You know what I'm saying? Me living out in Connecticut and him being from Connecticut and being one of the few battle rappers that rap on beat from Connecticut, me and him built the connection. Right. I'm the one who invited him down to the city. I'm from the city. I'm from here. Right. It's my town. You coming from out of town, and I'm telling you that you good, my word is supposed to be bond.
Right. So when something go left, it's on me.
You know what I mean? I gotta hold that. Now, even though he didn't hold it against me, I held it against me because I made sure to tell you that you was gonna be good in my city. The same way how if I pulled up to Connecticut somewhere and you tell me I'm good, I'm expecting to be good. And then on top of that, I come to New York and y'all get a viral moment on me because of some sucker shit that you did.
Right, and there was some sucker shit. Even in the comments, you read the comments.
Like, come on, bro.
Sucker shit.
Nah, there was some niggas I was jacking at. There was some niggas I was jacking at, and a lot of you niggas don't remember that y'all was jacking at. Y'all was telling him that he did the right thing, and oh, we from New York, and all that extra shit. Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Remember what y'all said, man.
Yeah, he was on the live. He said he took the back door.
Now he didn't take the back door. He ran to the back door.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Nah, we got to put emphasis.
People don't know
he got up out of there.
Out the front.
He got up out of there.
He said he ran.
He swung on a nigga and put the jets on.
They pointed that way is the back. He said he took the back.
Yo, the footage is up right now. You see, there was a couple of. It's not like you had a clear lane to the back. You had to fight through a couple niggas to get to that back door, bro. You had to fight. You had to bump a couple of shoulders to get to that back door, man. It wasn't an easy route.
The venue was.
And then you sucker punch him and hit him in the neck. All right.
Couldn't even land your punch right. Come on, man. You did all that extra shit, ski masked up.
Because it's not like you hit him
for you to miss the punch, bro. Come on.
You didn't hit him and square up. You hit him and then hit him. It was a hit and run situation because you didn't stand there and square up. So
his intentions never.
You
was
ended
to
up
do
outside after you hit him. You ran. I don't care if you walked, nigga. You ran.
And then the nigga put the pause, and then the nigga put pause on you outside.
Yeah, and then you say, he hit me in the back of the head. Nigga, he spun you with the first one.
Come on, bro.
First one spun you.
What we talking about here?
The next three hit you in the back because you was curled up.
Come on, man. Like,
don't do that.
My thing is this.
I hear you, bro.
And the funny thing about Rocky is that I was cool with Rocky prior to this. I got an interview on my platform, 1-on-1 with Bundles. I got an interview with Rocky. This is not the first time me and Rocky has gone through it. When I was going through it with his big homie QU from Privy Life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just told you earlier where we had the rap beef during the pandemic, shooting videos, all that. Rocky was in that beef. But Rocky wasn't a direct line of somebody we wanted to get at because he was just holding his mans down. And I respect that. You know what I mean? He didn't come too disrespectful. Like, he was just holding his mans down. I can respect that. That's your man. Your man is in a war. It is what it is. After the war settled down, because like I said, it's hip-hop. After the war settled down, you know, me and Rocky had got cool. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the whole So Crooked versus Privy Life, had a couple of all that. Did an interview with him, all that. It was love. When me and Mass did the event and Rocky name came up, I didn't hesitate to say yeah because it was love. Mass wanted you to represent his team. I fuck with you. It should have been flawless at the end of the day. But because
no one respected that.
Your pride and your ego was hurt, and they made you do something stupid
as a threat or
more of the story, man. That was some sucker shit.
It was whack.
Balls in the Garage says that was some sucker shit.
You don't condone
and that wasn't shit. Balls in the Garage approved.
It's a time and place for everything, man.
And that wasn't the time.
And for all you people out there, if y'all gotta wait to a platform put their hard work and money into an event for y'all niggas to think y'all gonna address some shit, hey, check it out. Y'all could address the 2 months they was promoting this whole shit. Y'all could have been dressed this shit. Don't think y'all gonna do it at no one's event, man. Somebody's gonna take action and y'all not gonna like it. I'm just letting y'all know, bro.
Yeah, that shit was not cool.
None of the
all,
platforms should be condoning any of that shit, man. When y'all see shit getting out of hand, the league, the platform owners, y'all have to step in so that shit won't. That shit won't.
And don't talk tough live. Then don't talk tough afterwards going live in front of a precinct.
Yeah, you don't want that shit to damage your event though. So you know what I mean. Try to step in as much as you possibly can.
My brother Matt's not gonna say it like I said. He. I don't give. Don't go live in front of a precinct and start talking gangster either. It's cop vibes.
Man, that's crazy.
You heard it here first, man. Bars in Garage, Bundles.
You
Stop
already.
moving like some sucker shit. You
That was
heard?
crazy.
This Bars of Garage, man. You
Bars
already know
of
what it
the
is.
world. You know what it is.
You already.
Bars in the Garage is the only place you'll hear exclusives.
And only here at Bars in the Garage, yo.
Bars in the Garage, Diddy.